Guardians, hello and welcome back to the channel for another Destiny 2 episode. Today we are in orbit flying into the EDZ European Dead Zone, and the exact location is Winding Cove, thanks to XUR being located inside of the EDZ for this weekend. We're going to go over his exotic weapons and armor pieces, but first off, I'd like to first announce that this video is late because I was actually getting a tattoo done today on my left arm, and I'm proud to say that the Violent Privilege logo is plastered right on my elbow, which is making my elbow very swollen. It hurts a lot, but it looks really badass. I'm actually really excited that I was able to finally brand myself with the brand that I've created over the last couple of years, thanks to every single one of you watching my videos. So, really big shout out to every single one of my viewers right now because you all are tremendously amazing. Now, as I said, teleport to Winding Cove, and XUR is located inside of the EDZ over by the crash-landed ship on the top of the hill. To get there, you can either go through the cave, or what I like to do, platform yourself up on the hill and try to get over the ship before the death barrier kills you. Now I'm going to be doing that, but first off, on the screen is an emblem. I'm giving that emblem away this week. All you have to do to enter is be subscribed, share support, like the video, and leave a comment in the comment section about what you thought about today's video. Also, screenshot really quick on the screen of my tattoo on my elbow. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. So when you're right here, you basically just jump up on this rock, which I failed miserably because my warlock can't jump. He does not have the hops today. We're going to jump up here. We're going to jump right up onto the ship. We're going to try to run across before the death barrier kills us, which it's probably going to kill me. Awesome. Congratulations, Guardians. You just watched me die. Now, let's try that again, because normally this works. And it's probably because my Guardian has no mobility. Wow, you're shit. Goddamn warlocks. God, I hate my warlock right now. I need a hunter. Thank you, game. There's XUR with his tentacle-faced glory. I know that took a little longer than expected, so let's get right into his exotics. First off, Graviton Lance, Ahemkara's Spine, Quiet One, and Nazareth's Sin. Starting over with the weapon itself because that's viable to all Guardians. Graviton Lance is the exotic pulse rifle with void damage. It's got an exotic intrinsic perk called Black Hole. Third shot in the burst does high damage. The only problem with this is if you want that high damage, you have to get a headshot to do the maximum amount of damage possible. And to do that, the first bullets are going to have to be shot into its waist. Why? Because this gun has such a freaking high recoil stability. Well, let me rephrase that. Really low recoil stability, really high recoil. That is a vertical recoil going up that you're going to have to aim at the waist or the lower chest of an enemy to get a final headshot on the final round. But that's okay. The tremendous amount of damage that this gun does is pretty decent. And with its final perk, kills with this weapon cause enemy targets to detonate. It's really good for strikes, public events, nightfalls, and even the raid. Now, I wouldn't prefer using this in the raid because there's also the Cold Heart and Sweet Business, which are both pretty good. And there's even a segment in the raid that I like to use the Mida Multi-Tool. So, as per an exotic slot, I'm not too sure if it's worth it, but it's a pretty decent exotic altogether, and probably one of the better exotics on this pool. So definitely pick it up this week. Moving on to the young Ahemkara's Spine. Now, back in Destiny 1, I would tell you to buy this, but in Destiny 2, trip mine grenades aren't really that good. And having it increase duration and also marks enemies damaged by the blast, that's not really a big deal. The original exotic perk to this allowed you to have a second trip mine grenade, which is kind of what you would have wanted. So, again, young Ahemkara's Spine, not so good in Destiny 2. Let's move on to the next one. Mask of the Quiet One. For the Titan, this is actually not that bad. Dreaded Visage is the exotic perk, grants melee, grenade, and class ability energy when damaged. So when you're taking damage, you will get that energy back, which helps you. Alongside that, Void ability kills with your Sentinel Titan grants health regeneration, which is also not that bad. But since the Sentinel Titan isn't my favorite and I prefer the Striker Titan over above all because you get 2 pulse nades, I really don't like this exotic because I never would use it. Moving on to the next one, Nazareth Sin. Abyssal Extractors is the exotic perk. Void damage kills increase ability energy recharge rate, which is actually highly beneficial inside of the raid. I love using the Void Walker inside of the raid, and I love wearing this helmet every single time. If I'm not using Stormcaller, I'm using Void Walker, and when I'm using Void Walker, I never use another exotic armor piece other than the Nazareth Sin, so I highly recommend this exotic. The 2 exotics I highly recommend for this week are Nazareth Sin and the Graviton Lance. Other ones would probably be Mask of the Quiet One if you like Sentinel Titan, and I would highly recommend against buying the Young Ahamkar's Spine, but since the legendary shards are so prevalent in this game, and you can see that it only costs 23, and I have almost 2,000, you might as well buy it anyway. And there's the review. Thank you all for watching. I know this review was kind of cancerous, so if I gave you cancer, send me your chemo bill in the mail, in DMs on Twitter, and I'll kind of pin it to my wall for future recommendations on who I'm going to pay my bill first. And as always, Guardians, I hope you all enjoyed. Press that subscribe button for future content. Leave a like, leave a comment down below. Also, huge shout out to the patrons on the screen now. Stay violent, be privileged.
Oh, hi. VPG isn't here right now, but I guess you enjoyed the content. So over there's a logo you can click on. That will allow you to subscribe. More content up there, and behind the scenes daily content over here on the vlog channel. There you go. Enjoy!